Hey guys, Blessing here. How are you all doing? Good day to everybody. Another live stream. This is part 5. I just said what I said, and I can already imagine people say, "Oh my God, that voice is so irritating." Well, I'm sorry, you just have to deal with it because the next 30, 45, 60 minutes, you're just glued to this voice. Welcome back. This is Blessing. Just messing around a bit. Go ahead and share this video if you're here. And let me see the first person to comment. And that person is Shinette Canon. Is it Shinette or Shinette? I'm terrible with names and sometimes with pronunciation. Welcome. It's morning by you. It's evening by me. Good to have you here. Oh my God, I need to specially welcome my subscribers. I see you guys. I've not been able to really go there, but I'm seeing the notifications pop in. I welcome you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button on Facebook. Yeah. And in case you're wondering what it's all about, the subscribe um environment, I actually posted the thumbnail I used yesterday. I forgot totally to talk about it, but maybe towards the end of the video we will talk a bit about it. I don't even have it. Wait, let me see if I can pull it up again. Let me see. Oh my God. So I think today's video is going to be a bit more interesting than yesterday's video. So yesterday we did part 4. Oh my God, I cannot upload it. I'm sorry. I cannot upload the thumbnail I had yesterday. Today is part 5, and we are almost through. Yeah, I think we might finish the book today, but we might not be able to give our conclusion today. I think we're going to do 2 to 3 more videos, and we are done with this book. So we are almost done. So I'm really talking with a low voice. Baby is sleeping next door. He has been sleeping for an hour now. So anytime from now, he might wake up. He's taking a nap. He's not really sleeping for the day. Okay, so subscribers, you guys are welcome. Well, let me just briefly say the idea behind it is that very soon, like we are almost hitting our goal. I have a certain number of subscribers I want to have to start making exclusive content for them alone, for their eyes only. And we are almost there. Once we hit that target, you guys, you're going to be blown away. Yeah. So that's the idea. So I really thank you guys. I have the link up if you want to join that community, the Blessing Njoh, the Analyst community. You're welcome to join. Hit that link and be a subscriber. You can also join my membership on YouTube. This video is also currently live on YouTube. Let me again welcome all of you. Gloria, I see you. Iris, sister Iris, you need to help me pronounce your name. Teach me how to pronounce your name. Is it? I don't think it's Erie. I think it's Irie. Chris Moses. Chris is always like a top supporter. Thank you so much for being here again. Chris is based in Oklahoma. Oh my God, bless him. Tacoma. Tacoma, yes. So what's the name of your page? That page you shared one time. You shared a very interesting video about menstrual cycle. And I have so many ladies here. And I know people personally who deal with menstrual issues. So if you want, please go ahead and share your page link down below so that people might just, pop in there and see what you have. I'm talking about Chris Moses now. Go ahead and share your page link. Tari, I see you. Nonye, welcome. Agbons, Joel, welcome. Maureen, Amanda, Faye, Billy, Shell. Oh, thank you so much, Shell. Let me highlight that one. Good afternoon, Marie. Did you comment first? Oh, I think I missed that. Victoria, I see you. Meg, I see you from Vermont. Sounds French. Vermont, USA. Hello, good to have you. Marie. You surely know how to analyze a book. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Victoria. Now I recognize Victoria. Like, let me turn on my do not disturb. You might want to do that. You guys go ahead and share the video. We're gonna start. You guys know we just start. We don't even waste time. But now I really need to greet the first set of people that are here now. They deserve it. They are sitting front row. VIP, you guys. Bright Johnson, good evening. Tacoma, yes, Chris Moses. Zita, I like Zita. I like Zita. I like you all. Evelyn, good evening. Maureen is watching from France. Bonsoir. Mazena is watching from the UK, Poland. Hello. Okay. All right. I see your link. I see your link up. I'm looking forward to your new videos, Chris Moses. Lambon image. Thank God I made it today. Yes. Nice you're here. Nice you're here live, watching live. It's always interesting to watch live. Then you can communicate with people in real time. Just go back and forth. It's really interesting to have that discussion, like a forum. Bola John says, hi, Blessing Njoh, the analyst. The analyst. Yes. We are here. We are here. Oh, you slept off yesterday, Gabriella. Oh. But glad you're here. Now, I think it's a good time to get right into it. Yesterday, for those of you who were here. Now, wait, before we even start, you guys go ahead and share. I think I have 86 people, 87 people now watching on both Facebook and YouTube. I think I'm going to start when we have 100 people watching. I don't want anybody to miss anything. So go ahead, tag them. We have 91. Now, once we hit 100, we're going to start on both platforms. 92, we are climbing 95. 5 more. Jump, so that nobody misses. Go ahead and share. Tag them. Let them know that we have started. Tag them. Share. Have you shared this video? Once we hit 100, we're gonna start. We are almost there. Today is Monday. Oh my God. What did you guys do today? What have you guys done today? Monday. Is it looking like a good week or, oh my God, challenging week? Have you guys shared this video? Go ahead and share. I'm just waiting. Once you guys respond, I am just gonna start. So right now, you guys are in the lead. Okay, we've crossed 100 viewers. We can start. Continue sharing. Okay, now yesterday you guys saw how things went. For me, I didn't feel it went very, very well. I have to be honest. I'm the analyst. Hey, what do I gain when I pretend like, I don't think, for me, I didn't feel like no, I didn't give 100. And when I say I didn't give 100, I'm talking about not showing you what I was reading out of the book. So I read some things, and the idea behind this book review is to show videos to reflect or to compare and contrast. And yesterday I didn't really show much videos. So I promised you guys, okay, next time I'm going to show you. So now we are here. Now is the next time. And before we start today's video, I just want to summarize what we did yesterday. And while I summarize, I'm going to pick out the most important things or points and show videos so that we can continue on a good slate. One of the things that happened yesterday, or that we talked about yesterday, was where, no, I'm not going to do that. Oh, Blessing, you started again. No. Okay, we're going to do that next time. Anyways, Kora Obidi said that she hit the streets. She started to hustle when she got pregnant because she wanted to give her child the best. And she started to wear a Catwoman suit, right? She would go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and strike poses with strangers. You guys remember? just going from place. No, she was really standing there and just dressed up like a Catwoman. And so tourists and visitors would take pictures with her and they would pay her or they would give her tips and donations. You guys remember that? So that's what she did. Now, when Korobidi was promoting this book, let's watch what or listen to what Nancy Ume said about the Catwoman suit. So the book hadn't come out when Nancy Ume did this video that I'm about to play.
She used to dance in costumes, not even sing. It was the most depressing. She would call me in the middle of the night crying like, oh my God, I'm wearing a Catwoman's costume just so we can feed.
Do these two stories, do they align? Kora Obidi said in her book that she would wear a Catwoman costume, go and stand at the Hollywood Walk of Fame and snap pictures with guests. Nancy Ume, on the other hand, told us, or just told us now in this video we heard, that Kora Obidi would wear a Catwoman costume, go and dance, and in the middle of the night she would be crying just because for their family to feed. That's Nancy's version. And Kora Obidi also told us that at the end of her working period at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, she gathered $3,000. And it was the money that she made that made part of the money that they needed for the birth of June. So in total, they needed 9,800. She was able to come up with 3,000. So we assume it was just in the rest, which is 6,800. Nancy said that Kora Obidi was wearing that costume, dancing just for her family to feed. Nancy, Kora Obidi did not tell us in her book that she was dancing in her costume or doing it just like miserable. Oh my God, I'm just doing it for my family to feed. According to the book, she didn't feed her family with that money. So Nancy, why did you have to paint that picture of a poverty-stricken couple who has little or nothing, that the wife had to go out and wear a costume just for the family to feed? I said it before and I'll say it again. Nancy's, one of her missions in all these things that have been happening is just to paint a picture of Kora Obidi being used by Justin Dean, being abused by her. And this video is another example of it, painting a very ugly picture of their situation. Kora Obidi would say sometimes, the marriage was good, we had some good times, but Nancy Ume would say, for 4 years, I was there. I was the one holding the marriage together. But that's not true, which I'm going to play next time. I'm so sorry, I have to postpone that one again, unfortunately. Because we remember that Kora Obidi said that their situation didn't affect their sex life. It affected her mental health, but not their sex life. Let me see if I can find a video of how Nancy describes the situation. Let me see. I might need some seconds for that. Okay, I can quickly pull it up. Okay, but anyways, we get a drill here. How she would paint it to look worse than it maybe was. Wait, let me just... Okay, I'm just going to hold on to that for now. I'm going to leave that one for now. So anyways, when I listened to that video then, when Nancy made it, my thought was, oh my God, Kora Obidi was going to like all these strip clubs. That was just the message I got from Nancy's video. Wearing a Catwoman's costume. I just thought she was going to a strip club because she would be crying in the middle of the night. She was doing that, going to dance just to feed her family. But the book told us another thing. And I don't know why Nancy is really bent on painting this kind of picture. So when I read the book and I saw that she was actually going to the Hollywood Walk of Fame to snap pictures, it didn't sound bad, in my opinion. It didn't sound too bad. yes, she was pregnant at the time. And I think it was during the early stages of her pregnancy, and she stopped working when she started to show. So maybe around 4 months, 5 months, she stopped working. There are people who work till they are 9 months pregnant. I've seen them. I worked till I was 8 months pregnant. Nothing wrong with it. To support, to bring a little something in. But you don't come and exaggerate and paint a picture of, oh, she was doing it just to feed her family. And we calculated yesterday that if she made $3,000 and she was making $100 per day, that means she worked for a month, approximately 2 months. So how were they feeding the rest of the 8 months she was pregnant? Or was she pregnant for only 1 month and gave birth to June? How were they feeding? And this thing happened in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or 2018. I think 2019, she was pregnant then, also in 2019. But we know that they got married in 2017. She moved to the US in 2018, and she wasn't working. He was working. He received her well. She said life was perfect when she arrived the US. She said he beat more than he can chew. He was trying to impress his bride. That means he broke the bank for her. He went out of his way to give her comfort. That's what it means. They had a good life. 6 months later, they went broke and homeless. That's a man that was just looking forward to having his wife and to give her the best. You know, the way you would take care of your woman, you go broke. It happened to him. So throughout 2018, she wasn't working. Maybe she would dance and do music video, no, not music videos, dance videos for artists. They will pay her something little. We know that most of those artists are based in Nigeria. She would dance like Afro beats, for these upcoming artists or maybe established artists. They pay in Naira. How do you say that? When you look at the exchange rate, you put it to dollars, how much would you get? Not so much. So I don't think she was feeding them the way Nancy just put it. It's really bad for Nancy to be doing this. And I don't know. I think I'm going to show us some of her anger towards Justin. I have some videos, and I don't know if to do that now. I think we should just watch some to really see why is she really angry at this man. Let me see.
And the fact that, she still had that account on the paper, that's because that's been the only account she's had. Okay, all of you saying, why did she? No, because, that happens. It just happens. When that's the only account you've ever used or you've ever had, it's classic. You will make mistakes and transfer money there, but that doesn't mean that you can take it and then accuse her of stealing gold. Okay?
So she made this video after Justin sent her a cease and desist letter. And that was when she really came out and really made it known that she had entered one pair of trousers with Justin. When two people, you put one leg in one, hole or one leg of the trouser, the other person will put one leg. So two people wearing one pair of trousers. You know what that means? So that was when she came out openly. But I believe that before she did this video, she already had some form of hatred and anger and animosity towards Justin. And I would never understand why, at least not now.
About the abuse, because that's for the courts. But then this guy has the guts to send me a letter telling me to cease and desist after all he has done to my family. God. I swear, like, I am angry now because I am angry. I am really angry because I just came here to publicly apologize to my sister because I am the reason why she hasn't come out to talk. I am the reason why she has stayed silent.
I don't know why she's so immersed in this case as much as she is. She came out to support her sister, she said. But up till now, she's so involved, like she was in a polygamous relationship with Justin, like he was married to her and Cora. So she was angry and she came out and made it clear. But before then, she already even didn't want them to continue with the marriage, in my opinion, and from some of the things we have seen. her telling him to leave the house. Have you called the lawyer? Then you should talk to a lawyer, you know. And if you ask me, I also think she encouraged Kora Obidi to just end it. Look, if you just end it, everybody can go their way. He's not going to be able to drag you anymore online. But that strategy didn't work, because now the case is still dragging online. And he's not the one dragging it. He's not. What he's doing in private. He's going the legal way. He's following the rule of law, right? But Kora Obidi is bringing it to the public and dragging it publicly and making it a social media spectacle right now. So that strategy of just end it, just, you know, he will go his way and you go your way, and he can't tarnish your image anymore, because then it's over. It's not over still, because you guys, Kora, Nancy, and all your crew, you are still inside of it and dragging it, and you just don't want it to stop. That's what it looks like, because he is not talking. From the moment he said he didn't want to be part of this drama anymore, I actually didn't even believe he was going to stop, because so much was coming out at that period. And when he said, look, I don't want to be part of this drama anymore, I don't want to do this anymore, and I made so much because of drama, and when I stopped talking, my money dropped or my revenue dropped. The world is sick, because, you know, you make money when you do drama, and that's why they are doing drama. But I don't want to do that anymore. You guys remember that video around March, April? Let's just say April. And ever since then, he has never really done drama. He kept to his word, surprisingly, actually, to me. But now it's Kora Obidi doing the drama. It now looks like Kora Obidi can almost not do a successful live video with lots of viewers without Justin Dean's name in it. Unfortunately, she's the one with the big number of followers, and she's the one who needs to chase clout on Justin Dean's name, who doesn't even have up to 1 million followers. It's actually a shame. You would expect things to be happening the other way around, that Justin Dean would be using her name to gain followers. But he's just minding his business, doing his medical, whatever, education, moving, just doing his thing. And he's still, I think he's satisfied with the people who come to his page. He doesn't even do drama with the commenters. He's just positive from his videos. You see it. But on the other hand, it's when Kora Obidi wants to bash him that so many people go there and watch. So who is using whose name? It's a shame. I'm gonna play one more before we just continue.
He really tried to threaten me. He really tried to threaten me, like I am the evidence of that marriage abuse. He really tried to threaten me, like, yo, you got a lawyer to threaten me in my country from LA? So why really? Are you kidding me right now?
So I've said it before, and I'm just going to briefly say that Nancy is just doing way too much. Just let it go. He was your brother-in-law. Remember the good times. At least he's no longer dragging. Yes, he brought all of this out the first time, but he has turned a new leaf. He came out and apologized for doing so. He has moved on, more or less. And whatever he's doing, he's dragging, or he wants custody. If Kora Obidi feels like he doesn't deserve full custody of the kids, let her fight it legally, the same way he's fighting it. Her bringing it to the media just means she wants that sensation out of it. She wants to cash out on it. Otherwise, she would fight him the way he's fighting her. If she feels like, no, I'm not a negligent mom, he's lying, or I deserve to be with my kids, he doesn't deserve to have full custody, let her do what she needs to do. But her coming to tell people and just make a drama out of her divorce, her own divorce. If I were her, to just move on, any sane celeb would be like, I want this thing to be behind me. I want it to be buried and gone. But she is still bringing it up, making it fresh in people's mind every single day. It looks like she hasn't gotten over him, or she can't get over him, you know? So I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to play something when Kora said that, you know, the amount of money she made in the period that she worked.
You claim to love them, you make money off them every day on Facebook. Anytime you get them, the first thing you do is slap them in front of your phone and monetize their living existence like you monetized me for years.
Kora Korobidi said, like you monetized me for years. How many years did he monetize you? Were you monetized? How much were you worth? I hear Justin Dean makes 5 figures or 6 figures. How much? I think 6 figures. I don't know. I'm not sure how much he makes, but from all indications, there were times his business wasn't doing well, but there were times his business was really thriving, doing very well, and he was really responsible. Also, from the story, we can tell that for a large part of their relationship, he was responsible for their livelihood, the house rent. You know, they were paying, I think, 7,000 plus where they lived before Cora moved out. So like I said before, she moved to the US in 2018. She wasn't working. She wasn't working. Like I said, maybe she was making some money from the dance videos she was making for other people, but how much? Maybe $100 here and there. Is that enough to pay rent, to pay all the other bills, car bills, insurances if they have, just feeding, you know, every other thing that they have to keep their life going in LA? Who was paying all of that? Which work was she doing in 2018 that she was feeding him, allegedly? In 2019, she went and was striking poses, right? When she was pregnant with June. In 2020, which work did Coral Bidi do? At least those are things that I would expect her to outline in her book, because this video I just played, she was trying to tell us he monetized her, he used her, he abused her financially. But I would expect that in your book, because you said you guys will read it, you will read everything in my book. I would have expected for her to say, in 2020, I worked here, I made so much money. She didn't, because the one she made is the one she wrote in the book, and that's $3,000. When your rent is how much? And the $3,000, she told us she used it for the birth of June, which he paid 60%, she paid 30% or 40% of it, which is okay, in my opinion. If you have the money, I mean, it's for your child. You contributing is not you being used. Most women contribute. I, the analyst, I contribute in my home. It makes me proud as a woman that I'm contributing, that I'm bringing more to the table than just being a manufacturer of babies. Yes, I can be more, I can do more for my family, because every woman can give birth. Most women can cook. So what extra am I bringing to make me special as a wife? So that you're contributing, or you contributed your earnings to your family, doesn't mean you were used. Used would be he is just sleeping in the house, eating and drinking, and he'll say, wife, get up, go and work. You go and work from morning to night, and all he does is eat the money. That's being used. But I don't think he did that. You said he would wake up, or he would leave home 6 a.m. and come back 12 a.m. So he was only home for 6 hours, where he would go to bed and sleep. So for 12 hours, he would be at work trying to, you know. So why the narrative that you guys are painting is really wicked, and Nancy, it's really wicked what you're doing. And you have a husband. You have a husband. What you know is today, you don't know tomorrow. I don't know what you're gaining or what you're going to gain if everybody just sees him like a user, which he's not. From her book, he's not. So 2019, she made $3,000. 2020, I don't know where she worked. I don't know how much she made that he monetized that. I don't know. 2021, Nancy told us Korobidi started earning in 2021, because last year Nancy Woman made a video and she said Korobidi only started earning last year, which was 2021. She started to earn. And now Korobidi is saying he was monetizing her for years. So let's say he even monetized that. That means he only monetized her from 2021 that she started earning till 2022. That's 1 year. So how do you mean he was monetizing me for years? How much exactly? The money he monetized you by, would that money be enough to pay your house rent in LA? These are things that just brought new questions. Your book was supposed to give clarity. Your book gave rise to new questions, confusion, no clarity, nothing, more questions. Maybe there will be a part two, but the analyst is not going to buy it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Let me just have a field day with this. So I'm not even going to waste my time to say I want to come and analyze or review that part two of any book. Mm-mm. Mm? Do you understand? So it's really unfair to just want to exaggerate and paint pictures. And she said, again, she said he was monetizing me for years. 1 year you earned money from 2021 to 2022. You earned real money that someone can use to live a stable life, right, in LA. 1 year became years. And that's the same way Korabidi said that the analyst was monetizing her videos for 3 years. The analyst only started analyzing videos at the end or towards the end of COVID, which was January 2021. My first mini analysis was in December. It wasn't even an analysis, it was more an introduction of, hey, I'm here, December 2020. And then 2021, I fully started to analyze. So the analyst has only been analyzing now for about 2 years. But somehow Cora really came up with, oh, she has been monetizing my videos for 3 years. And I'm like, where? How? When? Where did the money go? Do you guys understand? So you guys, you are damaging people by exaggerations and lies. And that's really bad. Because people will start seeing another side of you. In the bid to damage someone else, you're damaging your own self and your own reputation. And that one is not just anybody, it's the father of your children that you want to damage. What do you gain when everybody sees him as a thief, an abuser, when really he's not? He really took care of you. The first 6 months that, before he went broke, did he monetize you? So you're forgetting the good times, forgetting how he took care of you, forgetting all the money he spent. When you were in China, how did you survive after you met him? You moved in. Were you paying rent? Let's be honest here. Do you understand? You just forget or ignore all the ones he did. You want to capitalize on the one you did, which in my opinion, the one you did is contribution and support, which is okay. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the police here. So yesterday also, we've not even started today's video. We're still talking about like, I'm still trying to summarize what we did yesterday and show you guys the videos that I didn't show you yesterday. She said one time in the book she said during the abuse, she screamed so loud and the cops were called in. And they came to the apartment twice. That's what the book says. Yeah? Okay. And yesterday I asked, who called the cops? Because she said the cops were called. She didn't say I called the cops. And I asked, who called the cops? What did you tell the cops? According to the book, he threatened her not to say anything. How did he threaten her? What exactly did he say? Did he say, if you tell the police anything, I'll kill you? If you tell the police anything, I'll send you back to Africa and you're going to lose your green card? If you tell the police anything, how did he threaten you? You can't write a half book. That's just because you rushed through the book. You wrote the book in 2 weeks. Who does that? Quick money and let's quickly destroy him. He just got a house. Everybody is celebrating him. Let me just go and write the book now, quick, so that the focus can shift back to me, to my book, to how bad he is. Why are they celebrating him after everything he did to me? That's why you wrote the book. You didn't take your time. These are things you would have outlined. You can write 5 books from your story, but you decided to write a 49-page book because there were so many blank pages, like I said. It wasn't up to 59 pages. So what exactly did he say? How did he threaten you? And I want to still send this message to victims of domestic violence. Watch this video and don't feel afraid to share your story. Watch this video and don't feel like, oh my God, look at how they are cracking down, or maybe sounding like the lady they're talking about lied or is not being honest. Let me just keep my pain to myself. Don't do it. Come out and speak your truth. There is always a benefit, or there are benefits of coming out to speak your truth. But make sure when you come out with the truth. Don't come out with the intention to damage the other person's reputation. Don't come out with the intention of, I just want people to see that he's a bad person. They are celebrating him too much. Come out with the intention of wanting your freedom back and wanting to help other people in your situation. Come out with the truth. Come out because you want your life back. You no longer want to be abused. Because the moment you come out because, oh, let me just prove or show people that he's a demon, you're going to tell lies, you are going to exaggerate, you are going to change and twist the plot at any given opportunity. Another thing I'm going to show you guys towards the end of this analysis, not today, I mean, end of the book review, is where Korobidi said, now it's about who can lie better. Now it's a battle of who the best liar is. Bring it on. Korobidi, which part of your book is a lie and which part is the truth? Because you went into a lying competition with Justin Dean. You said he was lying. Okay, bring it on. Let's see who can lie better. Maybe you can lie better than him. Maybe he can lie better than you. But you have to tell us which part of your book you used to really uplift that competition. So she said the cops were called to the apartment twice. Now let's watch a video where she answered something that has to do with the cops. You guys go ahead and share the video before I play.
I should have called the cops when he was hitting me back then. I did. The cops showed up in my house 2 to 3 times. I did. The first house we lived, the second house we lived, the third house we lived, the cops showed up 3 times.
She gave really specific numbers and locations where the cops showed up, allegedly. The first house they lived in, the cops showed up, allegedly. The second house they lived in, the cops showed up, allegedly. So she should still remember. And the third house, the cops showed up. That means the cops showed up 3 times, according to Cora Obidi's video that we just watched. So those 3 times, we should assume, because she said he threatened her not to say anything. So every single time the cops showed up, did he threaten her? All 3 times. And the cops didn't do anything about it. Every time they would show up. And what did she tell them? We don't know. She didn't tell us in the book what she told them. She didn't tell us what kind of threats. But in the book, she said the cops were called to the apartment twice. So which apartment were the cops called to twice, based on the book? Were they called twice to apartment 1, or they were called twice to apartment 2, or twice to apartment 3? Or were they called once to apartment 1 and then apartment 2? Or maybe only apartment 2 and 3? Let's just talk based on the book, because the book is the truth, it's Cora's truth, right? So now, the video says 3 times, 3 apartments, the cops came. The book says 2 apartments, or twice, the cops came twice. But to which apartment? The first one or the third one? Or the second one and the third one? Or the second one and the first one? You have to be very specific when you're coming out with a story about abuse. You should be. Okay, I just received a call, but I couldn't pick it up. Before I even went there, the thing went off. Okay. So when you're coming forward with your story, and look, my heart goes out to anybody going through domestic violence. Men out there, if you're a man, you're beating your wife, you're abusing her verbally, physically, you need to stop. A woman is not an object of torture. She should be pampered. Yes, but you should deserve to be pampered as a woman. Also respect your man, treat him right. How do you say that? realize that he is the man. You can't have two men in the house. Otherwise, he would have gotten married to another. Oh, I cannot receive calls. I cannot. Oh my God, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so please, men, don't do that. If possible, sit down with that woman that you are abusing. You know what you're doing is wrong. You don't abuse a woman. Sit down with her. Tell her these are the things that make me to tell her, look, our relationship is not what it's supposed to be. A relationship is not supposed to be like this. These are the things that I would actually love for you to change on or adjust at least. Talk about these things. If she's willing to make things work, she's going to work on whatever it is she's doing. If she's not willing to make things work, she's not going to accept. And that is when you should be considering whether to go your separate ways. Because if someone is not willing to make any change or any sacrifice for their relationship, then they maybe don't want to be there. Because relationships are about sacrifices. You might like to eat rice every day, but when you get married, maybe your man is allergic to rice. I'm just saying. You have to maybe bend a bit. Don't say, no, I want my freedom. I don't want you to change who I am. Some women are just like that. Then don't get married. You understand? Sometimes you have to be willing. So even when you tell the man or the woman what you'd like to see differently, don't expect it to happen overnight. Help them work through it. When they do those things again, tell them, look, you're doing it. Tell them in a very calm, respectful way. Look, you're doing it again. You don't have to get into a fight immediately. You understand? So in this case, I'm just going to say to whoever is going through this, you're a victim. Don't be dismayed by this video. Don't think, oh my God, no. This is just about putting facts together because we don't have proof of anything. People are saying things. He would come out and say at least at the beginning he did. And she is saying a lot and we don't have proof. So we just have to test and see, okay, are there contradictions? On this day, you said this. On the other day, you're saying something different. In your book, you're saying something different again. Which one should we go with? And we know that someone's career is on the line. So we have to be careful. Domestic violence is not something you joke around with, especially when you have no proof. You have proof. You claim you have proof, but you're withholding your proof. I don't understand. It's not like anything will happen. You guys are already divorced. You've gone your way. He has gone his way. Apart from the children that are still connecting both of you, you wrote a book for a purpose, but you didn't put the purpose in the book. We don't have proof. So we just have to jump on what you said. It doesn't happen that way. So, anyways, let's play that again.
I should have called the cops when he was hitting me back then. I did. The cops showed up in my house 2 to 3 times. I did. The first house we lived, the second house we lived, the third house we lived, the cops showed up 3 times.
Okay. Another thing she said that we talked about yesterday was she said he always reminded her that she was no longer a spring chicken, that she was old. She was old and could never be Wizkid. Wizkid is a famous artist from Nigeria, and that her boobs were saggy after she gave birth to their first child. So he was body shaming her, allegedly. That's what the book says. It's terrible, of course. If you hear that as a woman, you'll be like, are you for real? I brought 2 children into this world and you want to body shame me. You want to tell me I'm no longer good enough. It's terrible. Even when you hear it, it's terrible, right? But I said yesterday that she was not even behaving like a woman that was affected by being body shamed by your husband. Because when your husband body shames you, it's different than when social media people body shame you, because that's your husband. He's the one who is who has to lay in bed with you. So it's going to crumble everything called self-confidence, you know. It's going to affect you. And for her to put it in her book just makes it look like it affected her. But she never behaved like someone who was losing her self-confidence, or someone who was believing that she didn't look good anymore because her husband was saying so. I want to play a video. Let's hear what Justin has to say about Korobidi's body after Athena was born.
I just don't understand why a beautiful woman would want to log into an alternate reality.
Because she has family there. Look at them. 10,000.
Your family's here, though.
My family is here and there. They are two mixed. Okay. I am family-fied.
But this is not the metaverse. The metaverse is literally electronic versions of yourself going into...
Have you seen my avatar? Yeah. She is lit as hell.
Yeah, your naked body is actually much better. Just saying. Just saying. I made 2 kids with you.
I know you made 2 kids with me.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you go and carry yourself.
Okay. He started with, I don't know why a beautiful woman, talking about his wife, who just had a baby. He addressed her as a beautiful woman. I don't know if he was acting, or I don't know if he was just saying it for the camera. I'm just saying based on what I saw and just putting it beside the book. This, in this video, didn't sound like a man body shaming his wife. He was proud. He was sounding proud of her. Like I said, I don't know if he was just acting for the camera. He said, I don't know why a beautiful woman would want to whatever. And then later he said, your naked body looks better than the avatar. I'm just saying because I have 2 kids with you. He was even praising her naked body. So it's this same man that she said was telling her boobs were saggy after she gave birth to 1 child. So those are still 2 different things. And you saw how she reacted, like almost like blushing, like, oh yeah, go, you know, like making her blush, something like that. Like I said, I'm not saying it was all real, because they showed us so many things that we finally found out were not real. So I don't know. I'm just here to show you guys some of the things I just found in the book that I'm like, okay, really? He was body shaming you? Okay. Now, I think I've shown you guys most of the videos. Only one, I missed one from yesterday that I'm going to maybe show you next time. So it's time for us to start today's video, and we are already 45 minutes into into today's video, but it's all good. We'll see how far we come. And surprisingly, baby is still not awake. Well, all right. Oh wait, no. I haven't even finished yesterday's video. Sorry. So she said that he fed her with edible marijuana. You guys remember that? Which made her go gaga, extra gaga, because she was already going gaga. And then he gave her extra marijuana, allegedly, to help her sleep. Let us listen to something she said on video.
Waking up to this and seeing you doing all these, when I have serious things that I can pin on you, and your drug use, just because I decided I will no longer be a recipient to your abuse.
Okay, and your drug use. Is it illegal to use drugs in the US? Or marijuana, let's just say marijuana. Is it illegal? She didn't say drug abuse in this particular video, because in another video she said he is a drug addict, which is quite serious, but here she said drug use. I want to play something Justin said about drugs. Let's see how he responded to that.
And I just kind of, you know, it's important when you're going through a tough time and you're starting to feel a little bit down and depressed, that you just let yourself feel it and deal with it and then move on, rather than try to distract yourself with something that might make you feel better temporarily, such as alcohol, drugs, whatever. I haven't drank since the first of the year, and I know I don't ever do drugs, obviously. So No compensation mechanisms here.
He said, I don't remember taking drugs. Something like that. Before I say something about what he said, Cora said, I have a lot I can pin on you. Your drug use, for example. Okay, that's what she said. She can pin it. So that's why I asked if it's illegal to use drugs, that she would feel like she can pin it on him. How do you pin something on someone? You label someone with that thing. That's one thing. She wants to label the father of her children as a drug addict. Then they will go to primary school, go to secondary school. Their age mates and classmates will say, oh, your father is a junkie. Your father is a drug addict. They will tell, hopefully not, but they might tell June and Athena. I don't know how she's going to feel if they come back home every day crying and saying, I love my daddy, and people are bullying her because of her daddy. I don't know how Cora is going to feel with all of this just for revenge, doing all of this. And again, I'm not saying she shouldn't say her truth, but the motive behind that need to say her truth, in quote, is what I find questionable. The motive behind it. You rush through a book in 2 weeks. Okay, now he said he doesn't remember ever doing drugs. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't feel convinced by what he said. I didn't feel convinced when I listened to that. That's why I'm still asking. I can't read comments now, so you guys should just help me out in the comments. Is it illegal? If it's legal to use drugs to a certain extent in the US, why would you want to say you are not using or you never used just because, because you're not going to get into trouble. So why would you want to? But I'm just telling you my own feeling that I wasn't convinced by his response. I wasn't convinced that he didn't use. He might use drugs and it might be okay. It might be legal, but maybe he doesn't want to be seen publicly as a drug user. I'm saying maybe. I'm not saying I know for sure. I was not convinced. He might actually be using. But is it a crime to use drugs? And another thing she said in the book is that Justin Dean tried to pin bipolar diagnosis on her. And let me even touch back a bit. Because I know there might be questions already in the comment section, why I'm feeling like I wasn't convinced by his answer is, if someone accuses you of maybe doing drugs, maybe it's just the way he talks, but he said, I don't remember doing drugs. You don't remember, or you never did drugs. Maybe you did it, but you forgot you did it. You understand what I mean? It wasn't convincing enough. He doesn't remember. Maybe he was too high to remember. I'm just saying. Okay? There's a difference between, oh my God, never did, and I don't remember. That's why I just don't feel it like that. Now, she also said that he tried to pin bipolar diagnosis on her. He tried to pin. She used the word pin. And she used the word pin in the video. She said, I can pin your drug use. I can pin drug use to you. Now, she said in the book, he tried to pin bipolar diagnosis on her. So that pin in the book is referring to maybe he's trying to lie or just trying to, put something on her that is not the reality. And that's the same word she used in the video. I can pin. Let me just play that video again.
I should have called the cops when he was hitting me back then. I did. The cops showed up in my house.
Waking up to this and seeing you doing all these, when I have serious things that I can pin on you and your drug use.
That I can pin on you. The same way he allegedly pinned bipolar disorder on her, because she said she didn't have, or she doesn't have bipolar disorder, that the results she got from the hospital say that she had an overdose of whatever he gave her. So she's claiming he pinned that diagnosis on her. And now she is talking about pinning drug use on him. Madam, a mission of revenge. The mission to revenge. And that one, when I just saw the use of that word, that one just told me again, Blessing, maybe the man actually never used drugs. Maybe he never did. Maybe she just wants to pin it on him, the same way she's claiming he's pinning a disorder on her. Let's be careful. Now we have finished the summary from yesterday. We have about 5 more minutes. That's ridiculous, right? But I'm going to go downstairs. I need to go to my big boy. He needs a donut. So I'm going to go. You guys might lose me for 10 seconds, but you're going to hear me. I'll keep talking as I go. I just want to put it in the microwave for him. Let me see. Yes, baby. Yes, I'm here to do that for you, baby. Donut.
I love you, Mama.
Love you too, baby.
Carry me and carry me.
I should carry you. You're almost 5 years old. Mommy loves you.
I am 5 years old.
No, not yet. You're 4, but you're almost 5. Are you a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a baby. Close the fridge. Close the fridge. Why are you talking? Why are you sounding like that? You're not a baby. Don't talk like that.
What did you say?
Oh, wait. Let me. Okay, sorry about that.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
that's my donut.
It's in the microwave. Bye now.
Bye now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you can have it. It's ready. Yeah, they are fine. Oh yeah, but it's going to be too hot. Mommy intentionally removed it. What's your hair done?
That's not zero.
It's not 000 because if you leave it till it gets to 000, it's going to be too hot. So that's why I just ended it manually. I didn't let it end itself. Do you understand, babe? Yes, I did, baby. But I know you're not a baby. Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm so sorry. I just had my mommy moment there. Wait. Woo, I'm back upstairs. It's not easy. All right, let's do this. Maybe we stay another 15 minutes and then, oh my God, Gabriella and Karen, I can see your comment. I slept off yesterday and I think the whole world, the whole world now knows that you slept off yesterday because your comment is just pinned on the screen. I hope you don't mind. So starting with today's analysis, she said they went to a party, he got drunk and he started to make a scene. Yeah, so after all the drama and after going to the psychiatric ward and coming back and being locked in for 2 weeks because the husband allegedly told her that if she left home, CPS would take the kid from her. Then they went to a party, he got drunk and he started to make a scene. He started to scream, he started to yell. And he told guys to line up so this bitch can suck your dicks. They call her the headmaster. You can run a train on her. She's a whore. I just read a sentence from the book. I didn't, these are now my words. No, but I just read something out of the book. Let me repeat in case you guys. He said, guys, line up so this bitch can suck your dicks. They call her the headmaster. You can run a train on her. She's a whore. She said she urged him out of the party, and she was just apologizing, like, oh, I'm sorry guys, he drank too much or whatever, and then she tried to just push him out of the party, like just pull him out, not like push, but just to help him out of the party. And she said he pushed her so hard she landed in the bushes, and she had scratches all over her body. She said she got home, she took photos of her body and sent them to her sister. Whoa, okay, so we have evidence of abuse, allegedly. She said he now took her phone from her, he deleted everything and apologized to her. But the apology wasn't really an apology. It was more like, oh, you made me do it. That kind of apology, according to the book. It wasn't really a sincere apology. So she said she sent everything to her sister. And we know that Nancy always says she is the body of receipts. She is the one sitting down on all the receipts. Madam's receipt. Madam receipt. The one that has enough receipts to damage, a marriage, or enough receipts to prove that the husband of your younger sister, 30 years old, now a divorcee, is a demon. What a thing to be proud of. What a thing to be proud of. Anyways, according to the book, she has the receipt. Why don't we get to see the receipt for us to really nail? Because I'm just going to have a beautiful day, like a field day, dragging Justin if he's an abuser. For real. You guys remember, even before the book came out, I still said, like, look, if Justin truly is all these things, because these people are going to bring out proof if they do have, and it's going to damage him more. It's better when you've done things like this to a woman. It's better you come out and just say, look, I've done wrong, and just apologize. It's better. Some people will love you, some people will hate you for it, but at least you've come out and said the truth, and you have apologized, and you've done the right thing, and you've promised you're never going to do it to any other woman. I said, because it's better you do that than when they come and expose you that you've been pretending, you've been deceiving, you've been lying. Because I was thinking they will come out with proof, and I was so ready to drag the draggable, because he had the chance to come out clean. But guess what? They didn't come forward with proof. It was just another story book. Unfortunately, they didn't come with any proof. So how am I supposed to buy this story? Am I supposed to sit here now and say, oh my gosh, she wrote here that she was pushed and she had scratches, and I'm supposed to be dragging Justin? Really? Based on what someone wrote? Anyone can write anything. I can also write today and say I had $1 million in my account. My husband swept everything out and ran away. I can also write that. But did it happen? If I want people to really see that truly it happened, I'm going to show receipts, especially when I have it, or when someone has been bragging since last year that they have receipts, but you don't show the receipt. You want to take the receipts to heaven, or you want to go and submit it at the museum for them to hang it somewhere. Because I don't know why you are shouting you have receipts, but nobody is seeing receipts. How do we know you truly have receipts? The WhatsApp messages you showed the other day nailed your sister. That was even the moment the analyst was like, okay, this is what we are dealing with. But of course, a lot of people believe the moment of change or switch. I don't even think I switched. I just knew better. I knew more when Nancy brought out those WhatsApp messages. It was an aha moment for me, like, aha. Not even in June when Cora Obedi said what she said, can I be bothered? I just knew she came out and lied her lie, which a lot of people already know that, okay, she's not always truthful, unfortunately. So it's not my reputation on the line, it's hers. Do you guys understand where I'm heading? So why make noise about receipts when nobody ever gets to see receipts? Are there receipts? She said she took pictures and sent to her sister. Let me see. And she said she was heartbroken, but she said it was apparent she was in a very toxic situation, but her entire brand and career were tied to him. That's what she said. Wow. She realizes that. You know what I think? I think Kora Obidi wrote this book in a certain mood. Of course, she didn't write the whole thing in a day. And she didn't proofread the book. She didn't. If she did, I think she would have deleted some things or removed some things. She didn't proofread it. And Nancy Ume also did not edit or proofread the book before it was published. So a lot of people are getting confused that she said she edited. She edited after the book was published. And I believe I got the first edition. It was when the book was edited, was published or released publicly that Nancy Ume read it. I believe the same time every other person read it. And that was when Nancy Ume called her to say, oh my God, your book has so many mistakes. This one, go to page 1, go to page 2, and every page had something. And she helped her through it. So they now uploaded, because it's a link, it's not the printed version. The people who bought the printed version are not going to get episode 2 or edition 2. They are going to get the original one, not the edited one, not the corrected one. No, they'll get the original one. And I have the original edition 1, the first one that was published. That's the one for Nancy Ume edited. Okay, so in my opinion, if she had proofread the book before publishing, she might have removed a lot of things. But she just wrote it and okay, it's done. Submit, just to meet up with the deadline. 31st, she already announced the date. She said that at that point, she knew that she was in a toxic situation, but her entire brand and career were tied to Justin. In her words, this means that Justin was the air that her brand and career are using to survive. The air keeping them going, keeping her brand and career going. When Nancy Ume was in that bathroom with Justin, he said, look, I have 10,000 people watching, or those are my family, you know, they are my family is there, they are here, 10,000 watching with Justin. When I started to watch Cora, I think it was the video where she said someone stole her camera. That was, I think, one of the first videos of her that I watched. And I didn't even analyze. I started analyzing after she gave birth to Athena. Yeah? But I was just watching her then when she said her camera was stolen. And in those days, when she would do videos, you'd have 17,000 people watching Cora, 12,000 people watching Cora. But ever since Justin left her, 4,000, sometimes 2,000, let's be honest. The day she had 20,000, when she was saying Achukuchuku Wisa, where she said all the things she said and she did her drama, her theater art, people rushed her. And she hadn't been live for, I believe, a whole day. So people were curious to see, okay, what is she coming with? You know? After then, has she gotten so much people? I mean, it's not even like it matters to me. That doesn't even, it's not a point, but she realizes it. That's the point I'm making here. I don't care if 100 people watch her or 1 million people watch her, yeah, or me or anybody. The point I'm driving at is that she realizes and she puts it in her book that her brand and her career are tied to Justin. He is the reason she's as successful and has as known as she is now. Remember, we were told that Kora Obidi only had 40,000 followers before she met Justin Dean. And at the point they divorced, she already had 4 million plus. Yeah? So she went from 40,000 followers to over 4 million followers when she was with Justin. That's what their interracial relationship did with her career, because she didn't really have much of a career in China or in Nigeria. We know how the book describes her lifestyle in Nigeria. Hooking up with men, traveling, and then the same men she hooks up with are the ones that will still give her performances. or gigs. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, she's so well sought after. People want to watch her. Oh my God, promoters are inviting her to come and perform. No, it was connection. Men that want her, they want her body, or they've slept with her, or they are going to, hook her up. So it wasn't based on people wanted to see her. It wasn't based on talent. It was based on what she could offer those men who linked her up. So there was not really much of a career or publicity, or how do you say that, or popularity without Justin. So Justin made her. She was somehow made because she was already building something before Justin, but Justin established her and made her known the way she's known. And right now, she's fading into oblivion. You might not believe it, but right now she's just like every other hustling social media person. Okay, I need to go grab baby. Okay.
So she will be pained for the rest of her life. So she would be frustrated. So I can have the kids to myself, request for spousal support, child support, film content with them all day in this beautiful house that I've got to rent. And then now you can't even do that. So where you gonna get the money from, bruv? What's gonna happen? What is gonna happen? Eh? Eh?
Oh my God. Oh, I forgot to unmute. Where did I stop? You guys help me. Help me. Where did I stop? Where did I stop? So I said a lot, but I can't remember where I stopped. Yes, I'm here. What was the last thing? 10 minutes. No. Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. But oh my God. But what did I talk about so that I know where to just start from? What did I talk about in the last video? Okay, anyway, let me just continue because I already said a lot. I didn't know I was talking. It's in my life. I told you guys I cannot do two things. Once I have the baby, my head is not just because I just have to put the focus on him. And I find it so difficult to combine. So my head is not fully on when, oh, I'm sorry. You want to take my phone? He woke up, but now he wants my phone. So I might just end it. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, you guys, all you heard was the video. That's terrible. That is terrible because I already said so much. But anyways, what I'm just trying to say now is, yeah, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I already said a lot. So I'm just going to repeat myself. What I said is she said that her brand and career are tied to Justin. The baby, I don't know why you want the phone. Okay, someone says I shouldn't come when they are sleeping. He was sleeping, oh, he woke up. He woke up and he decided it's my phone he wants. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So she said her brand and career are tied to Justin, or were tied to him. And I really, oh my God, I cannot believe this microphone was that I muted it. I don't even want to start repeating everything I said. But anyways, and that just brings me to, if she realizes by herself that her career was tied to Justin, that means it's him sustaining her career. It's because of him that she is where she is today. She might have made it, we don't know, but definitely because she had 40,000 followers before she met Justin, according to their story to us. And during their relationship, marriage, and everything, she grew to 4 million. So she went 100,000, no, times 100. She went times 100 above where she was in terms of followership because of him. So I find it profound that she mentioned it in her book that her brand and career were tied to Justin. And that also shows, just like the video we watched when they were in the bathroom, where she said, I have 10,000 people, 10,000 family members of mine watching. When they were together, they would do videos, 10,000 people would watch, 12,000, 17,000. But ever since Justin left, it's not been that way anymore. So yes, she was right when she said that her brand and career were tied to Justin. And that's one of the reasons she hung on to him, to continue to feed and sustain that brand and career. And it's a bold step she took to file for divorce. She was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm out of here. When there was so much damage that she felt like, okay, this one is okay. And then she said, because I don't even want to repeat, I cannot. I just feel like saying everything, but I don't want to repeat everything I said again. She said, and then she sent the photos of her injuries, including a deep scar on her thigh, to the family group. So I suspect like a family WhatsApp group. And then I'm like, or rather, she said her father cried when he saw the pictures. And me, I was like, Did her father cry for himself when he beat her up for her to run away from home? She absconded, went to university, gained her freedom, the same freedom she thought she would have after divorcing Justin Dean. She left her family for freedom twice. Twice. He cried, according to the book, seeing her injuries. I don't know if he has already apologized for the injuries he inflicted on her growing up, both physical and psychological. I don't know if she has forgiven him for the injuries either. But according to the story, he cried. And then she got a ticket home. She said she told Justin she wanted to go home. She wanted to go to Nigeria, and she got a ticket. And that sounded to me like he got her a ticket. She didn't say, oh, I just used money that I made here and there and I bought my ticket. No, she got a ticket. From who? Maybe from the family, maybe from Justin. We don't know. And that was in 2020, right? She already had June at the time. And then she went home. She went to Nigeria. And she stayed with her best friend, and she confided in her best friend. And I'm like, you go all the way to Nigeria because you were going through a lot in your relationship. You already talked to your family group and they already know what's happening, and you really want to go home. I was thinking you would go home to get support from them, to be around your family, to cry on their shoulders, to really just have them hug you, be around you, to have that feeling and the sense of family again. But no, you went and stayed with your best friend. Why didn't you stay with your daddy? Why didn't you stay with your sister that so much loves you now on Facebook? Or your other sister? You still have another sister. And Nancy Ume has told us this is what a real family looks like. This is what a good family looks like. This is what a close family looks like. A normal family looks like. You people come together on Facebook like a real family. But in real life, are you people really, really a real family? Closely knit? I don't know. Nancy, Kora Obidi went all the way to Nigeria after suffering abuse, allegedly. But she didn't go and stay with her family members. She didn't go and stay with her daddy. Because from the story, her daddy is no longer with the stepmom. Because now we heard that her daddy has a new babe, a new girlfriend. So her daddy is divorced. So who got divorced first, Kora Obidi or the daddy? Because they said they don't have divorce in their family. But Papa Kora is also a divorcee. So we don't know if he brought the divorce jinx to the Obidis or if Kora did. So why didn't she go and stay with family? She went and stayed with a best friend, a friend. And we know that when she slept with that married man, when she cheated on Justin, she slept with a man she called Jack in the book. She was also staying with her best friend. She was living there rent-free. She wasn't paying rent. A wolf, we call it a wolf, always wanting free things. It a rum belly. It makes you purge. It will give you running stomach. When you're always eating free, you always want it free. It will choke you, hook your neck. And maybe she has always been that way, just wanting it free. And it has come at a very high cost. She has paid dearly for wanting things free. That's being penny wise, pound foolish. All the money you were hiding and securing and wanting for yourself in your marriage, now you're losing it in legal battles with your man or ex. She also said that when she was in uni, she got raped, right? Because the guy took them out to a Chinese restaurant and she was blown away. Oh my God, all this food. She said she lost her virginity because of a plate of Chinese rice. That's what the book says. So you also know that quest to just have it free, you don't want to spend on yourself. And like I said, it's a good thing that you're wise financially. You're very strong with your spending. It's good. But you're losing so much, losing your own self-respect and dignity, because people are just going to look at you like you're always taking. How can they respect you? They will want to take advantage of you also. Okay. Anyways, she went home and stayed with her best friend, and she confided in the best friend. So I think I'm going to leave it here for today. I don't have stars yet. I don't have the stars button yet, but I have a subscribers link. So you can become a subscriber instead of stars. Hopefully soon I'm going to get the stars. But for now, we only have the subscribers badge. So if you see people commenting and they have a green badge next to their name, you know that they are subscribers. So you can use that link instead of the star button. We don't have it yet on this page. Okay, so I have the link in the description of this video. Now, next time we're going to talk about what the best friend did to her. The best friend switched on her and told her to get out of her house. Me, I don't know if this one is bad luck. That, some people just have natural bad luck. Nothing just works out for them in life. She might just consider going for deliverance, cleansing. And another thing is, after she committed adultery, shortly after her traditional marriage, she cheated, right? Slept with Jack. Then went to the US, joined her husband, and behaved like nothing happened. In a normal, traditional, or African situation, she would have had to be cleansed. She would have had to go through some spiritual cleansing to wash away whatever evil omen her actions could bring to their marriage. I doubt she ever did that. I doubt she ever did that. Because you don't just lay with another man. You're already married. You let another man lay on your chest. Then you go and still lay with your husband. It could kill that man. Yes. Based on African tradition, in most, let me say just West Africa, it could kill him. I mean the Justin. But she went and just lived life like nothing happened. And she knows her bride price was paid. Anyways, so she moved in with the best friend, or she was staying with the best friend in Nigeria, and that one kicked her out or told her to get out. So what is it about her that people just resent at a point in time? They just feel like this person, just correct. So sometimes we have to look into ourselves. So it's not just Justin. Oh my God, Justin is a demon. Is the best friend also a demon? The one that told her to get out? Is her father also a demon? The one that made her abscond and made her attempt suicide? Have you guys heard that video? I might play it next time. She left that out of the book. Why? She did a video and said she almost committed suicide because of her father or her father's actions. Why didn't she include that in the book? She said she attempted suicide twice. On which occasions did that happen? Why? What prompted that? Where was her sister when that happened? Where was her father when that happened? She left all of that out of the book. The book had to be about Justin being a demon. So everybody is a demon that you encounter, in other words. We will do all of that tomorrow. I'm so sorry that my mic was muted for so long. I just feel terrible. I feel terrible. But it is what it is. Babies grow very fast. The other one is almost 5 now. Before you know it, this one also. Okay. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you. Thank you so much for understanding. I just feel awkward. And so we're going to continue next time, and hopefully I can show you more videos and we'll talk further. With that, okay, now we are here for 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, right on time. So with that, I'm just going to thank all of you. I want to thank those people who shared the video. Have you shared this video? If you haven't, your conscience will prick you that, hey, you enjoyed the video and you didn't even share. Go ahead and still share before we go. I want to thank my new subscribers, my old subscribers, all of you. You guys, I just need permission to show you guys. Oh my God. Okay, it's almost time. It's almost time. It's almost time. I just need permission, and there's something I already have in mind to show you guys on the first video we'll do in the subscribers only group. Yes, very soon we will do that. So I'm just going to thank you all for watching. Thank you for your comments that I'm going to read once this video ends. I remain blessed and enjoy the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.